Why is your government living in denial, saying nothing is happening in Shopian, sab kuch changa hai, when we are every day putting out stories of families who are coming back to Jammu from Shopian saying that, look, we cannot live in this atmosphere of fear. Why not accept the reality rather than live in a make-believe world?
Rajdeep, first of all, I'll thank you for putting very pertinent questions to the former Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah. And whatever has come out, that is that we condemn it. But whether they came on the ground, they visited the migrant camps, they visited the victim families, never. They only side themselves with the China, take the help of China to bring back the 370, link 370, abrogation of 370 with these killings. That's the only role which this NC and Gupkar alliance is playing.
But
so
sir, they are not in power. Sir, forget them for a moment. They have to, sir, but they are not in power. Now, at the moment, there is an administration which is in Srinagar, which Delhi monitors, central government, home ministry.
They have the role. In a democracy, even opposition has the role.
Yeah, oh, sure, but what is the role of the government? Okay, let's say they are not fulfilling the role. But we must ask the question, why is your government living in denial? When we ask the question whether there is an exodus, we are told by the local administration, nobody is leaving. They are leaving because of the cold. The reality is that there is a fear factor because of targeted killings. Why escape from that? Why deny that?
I do agree, and nobody is denying it. I am speaking from the ground zero. Today, I am in Srinagar. I visited those areas, South Kashmir, Chopaiya, Kulgam, Pulwama. We met those people, the people in the camps. We visited the transit accommodation which is being constructed for these people and brought that to the notice of the local government. I had just a meeting with the DIPCOM Kashmir. We are doing whatever we can do as a party and as a government, and government is also doing its efforts.
Sir,
nobody is denying that there is target
nobody
killing.
Denies every government is trying.
That's fact. That's fact.
No, you're saying the government is making an effort, Mr. Vaid.
Of course.
Mr. Vaid, is it to be treated, Mr. Vaid, as a political issue? Or is it simply law and order? If there are terrorists and indeed the splinter groups that are now there within the valley which are using targeted killings to spread fear, what can any government do?
Rajdeep, see, as long as the weapons are coming through drone sorties, the pistols are coming, they are being dropped, and there are boys readily available for targeted killings. They are sufficiently radicalized. The ecosystem remains. These targeted killings will happen because they are very soft target. Kashmiri Pandits are Dukti Rag of India, and they would be targeted because if you recall the Prime Minister's package which was announced in 2011, I think the very premise of putting Kashmiri Pandits in each remote villages as constable, as a teacher or as a clerk in remote areas. When these terrorists, you know, last year when ISI chief visited Muzaffarabad and they were feeling the heat of operations after Operation All Out and abrogation of Article 370 in last year September, there was a change of policy that we will go after the soft targets, whether it is Kashmiri Pandits, laborers, Rediwalas, outsiders, political workers. So they are soft targets. They would be hit unless we have a very...
But the fear, sir, is that many of these soft targets are being targeted now. Increasingly, there's a local edge to this new form of terror. And that's what makes it so dangerous. There are hired young mercenaries who are being used to pull off these targeted killings. Does that make it even more dangerous than even in the 1990s in a way?
It is. In fact, it reminds all of us of early 1990 killings where targeted killings used to take place. And I think this change of strategy of the ISI is actually has created this fear factor which Kashmiri Pandits are feeling, and that's why they are migrating.
So you're saying, are you saying, Mr. Vaid, that we are back into the early 1990s? Is that what you're saying? That we are heading back towards that terrible period?
No, I wouldn't say it is like 1990s, but yes, it is a fact that Kashmiri Pandits who are soft targets are getting hit unless you have a comprehensive plan to protect Kashmiri Pandits, which I have been repeatedly saying. You can't have a school teacher working in a remote village in Shopaiya without any protection, not getting hit by these mercenaries.
Are we saying, Mr. Vaid, therefore every Kashmiri Pandit in the valley will have to be given protection? Individual security will have to be attached to every Kashmiri Pandit family that exists in the valley?
No, I'm not saying that it's not practical to provide each Kashmiri Pandit individual security. That may not be practical and feasible.
Yes.
But then a composite plan, comprehensive plan can be chalked out. Like I'll just draw your attention to, if you recall, we had Jammu employees going in peak of militancy in 1990. They were housed in protected places. They were posted in protected offices like secretariat and directorates, where there was proper frisking. If no one could enter.
You're saying you need a comprehensive plan for their safety